This is the second Corecon training video showing how to create a custom log report using Syncfusion Bold Report Server for a custom single project report. These videos are based on a help article under Add Custom Log Reports. This video is covering Step 2. In this video, we're going to add to our existing custom report, we're going to add required parameters to filter the dataset. Again, for a single project report. This help article has additional information on these parameters. In this video, we're going to be using a SQL statement to isolate a single project for this report. However, additional videos will explain how to set up the parameters in these custom reports using cross projects or multiple projects. There are also SQL statements available for single lead or estimate log reports. Now let's go back to the report we started in step number 1. Back to log reports. Switch the feature to purchase order and toggle to the custom reports. This is the report we started earlier. I'm going to click Edit Report. This is Syncfusion Bold Design Palette. To add the single project parameter, we're going to click on the Parameters button and click New Parameter. We first need to name the parameter. Corecon recommends that you change the new parameter name to Project ID, and the same for the prompt. We're going to switch the data type from string to integer. This is the same parameter that Corecon uses in standard log reports and will be populated dynamically based on the account. Then we're going to click Save. And note that the project ID parameter is the first one saved on the list. Next, we're going to click on the data icon. And next to our data set, POs, created in the first training video, we're going to click on these 3 little dots to access that main data set and click Edit. If Syncfusion didn't already toggle the SQL code, simply push the switch to the right to make the SQL code available. And we'll scroll to the bottom. Next, we're going to isolate the SQL statement from, which appears in the last line. I'm going to put my cursor just to the left of that word from and hit enter twice. Then I'm going to hit the end button to see the far right hand side and click return again and return again. Next, we're going to go back to the help article. Since we're using the single project parameter, we're just going to copy this statement and back to our palette. In the SQL code, we're going to paste that. So we're telling Syncfusion to select data from a table that's joined to other tables, and we want Syncfusion to select from those tables information where the project information dot, which is the table, the view, and the field project ID equals @project ID. Custom log reports must include a hidden lead or project parameter to filter the data set. The name of this parameter and the SQL syntax depends on if the report is for a single lead, project, or cross-project report. This statement is the filter or parameter. Since it's for a single project, this parameter will help the single project log report to isolate the single project that you've already selected when you're running this report. We're going to also update the table name or the view name and include the word simple. We're doing this to make sure that the view referenced in the SQL statement matches the view we're referencing in our parameter. And then we'll click Finish. And now would be a good time to click Save Report so we don't lose any of the information that we've already created. To go back to see that parameter, we're going to go back to the Parameters tool. To see the parameter we've just added, if we click back on the Data option, click on the data source POs, and click Edit. Make sure that the toggle button for the code has been selected. Scroll to the bottom and we can see the information. It's important to note that the project information simple table in the from statement and the field name project ID match exactly the SQL statement where. If we were creating a custom report from scratch and wanted to use a cross-project reference in the parameter, back to the help article, the statement we used in this case for the single project parameter shown here. The cross-project where statement is shown here. Note they are slightly different. Also note that in the parameter selection, that the phrase project ID is now plural with an S. It also includes the statement in project IDS. And back to the design palette. And click Finish. And click Save Report. This is the end of the second training video illustrating the custom report design of a single project custom log report. This training video covered step 2 in the help articles.